What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to NFL Picks Week 13. Sorry if I'm talking pretty loud. I will attempt to reduce the volume. It's just I do not have my mic because my brother went to classes earlier and I totally forgot he's got the earphones with the mic. So my bad. Anyways, let's get it started. I don't know. So far in this week, this NFL season, it's been kind of crazy. Teams that should be more consistent have been losing games inconsistently, and I don't know what to say nowadays. Anyways, I guess we'll just start with Thursday's game. Packers versus Lions on Thanksgiving. Just joking, it's not Thanksgiving, but the Lions are playing again. The Lions got the best of the Packers earlier on, but that was when the Packers weren't doing as well. They did lose against Chicago, but I'm expecting a bounce back. 28-13 Packers. Next, Texans versus Bills. The Texans have been doing pretty damn good recently, and the Bills have been doing but I really want to give the win to the Bills just because maybe AFC East bias, but it's not like that because I don't like any other team in the AFC. That's how it works. Giving the Bills a win 28-21. I'm expecting a bounce back week just because the Bills are a pretty decent team. They can't be losing these types of matches anymore. Next, Bengals versus Browns. Man, that kick six really messed up that Browns game. Granted, none of the games matter for, either Baltimore or Cleveland at that point. It was a really entertaining game, and I don't think it's going to be like that again. Last time these two teams played, it was a low-scoring, boring-ass game, and I'm expecting it to be higher scoring even without Eifert. That Bengals team has too many good receivers, two decent running backs, and Cleveland right now, they're decent, but maybe without Josh McCown, maybe with Johnny Manziel, I don't know who's going to play. But I'm expecting a 31-17 Bengals win. 49ers versus Bears. The 49ers, surprisingly, they stuck in there. The Cardinals really messed up my DraftKings. And the Bears have been doing pretty decent too. So, I think it's going to be a little bit lower scoring than what I'm projecting. But I'm saying 24-16 Bears. Next, Jaguars versus Titans. Last times they played, I think I picked the Jaguars to win. I'm not really sure. But it was a really close game. It really came down to the last second. And Marcus Mariota right now, he's kind of proven right now that in the clutch he's not the greatest as he did against Oakland and a couple other games like the Indianapolis game. In the end, I'm picking a 21-17 win Jaguars again. It's going to be a close game. Pretty exciting, probably. Seahawks versus Vikings. Damn, I did not get to watch that Pittsburgh Seahawks game, but it was pretty good from what I saw based on the box score. I'm not expecting it to be as high scoring again just because, against Minnesota, most teams don't score that much, and they don't score that much neither. There's normally close games. So I'm expecting 24-21 Vikings win just because I'm thinking, Adrian Peterson he's a monster right now. Granted, I don't think he can rush for 200 yards against the Seahawks defense, but, when you have to pay attention for Adrian Peterson and the wide receiver threats is really hard. You can't you either cover one or the other. You really can't cover both. Okay, so on the Jets versus Giants. This would have been my matchup of the week just based off the playoff potential, but I really wanted to cover the Chiefs Raiders games. But anyways, Jets and Giants battle for New York. Both teams running on playoff potential. Giants need this win. Jets need this win. I don't know who's gonna win. I'm saying 35-20 Jets though. Just because Ryan Fitzpatrick did what he did against Miami, and with Chris Ivory rushing for that little bit, it's going to be a crazy game. I'm expecting a high-scoring game, high-powered offense from the Giants, but in the end, the defense for the Giants are going to let up too many points. Cardinals versus Rams. Here's my upset of the week, 21-23 Rams, just because the Rams play very well against any other team in their division for some reason. That's what they've been doing for the last 2 or 3 seasons for some reason. I'm expecting Todd Gurley to, come back, have a monster game. I'm saying a monster game against the Cardinals. I may sound crazy, but I think it's going to happen. Falcons versus Buccaneers. Man, the Falcons started off so well, and now they're pretty much playing like the Falcons, just like I said a couple weeks ago. I'm expecting them to win, though, 20-17. I'm not sure if their running back comes back. I'm expecting Julio Jones to have a Julio-esque type of game. Fumble. When I was playing this, I honestly didn't think that was a fumble, and they reviewed it, and for some reason it was called a fumble. So whatever, Madden 16, I'll take it. I suck at the game anyways. Okay, Broncos versus Chargers. Those Broncos. Whew! I don't know if they actually technically beat New England or the refs beat New England, but hey, they came up with a win. Congrats to them. Right back to the Patriots. You're still a good team. I'm expecting a similar type of game, 24-21 Broncos. The Chargers have been, doing a lot better recently. Antonio Gates, the receiver core is pretty much decent as long as you've got Philip Rivers. It's kind of like having Tom Brady with all these random receivers. They're still going to have pretty decent numbers just because of the quarterback. Finally, here's my match for the week: Chiefs versus Raiders. Both, in my opinion, need a win, and this because it's so important. They both need a win this week. This is their most important week because the Raiders need to get to that 500, and if the Chiefs can go to 7-5, they're in very, very good chances, to make the playoffs. They need 2 more wins really, and although it's crazy, I don't know who's gonna win. I'm gonna pick the Raiders, and if the Raiders do, I think that's gonna ruin the Chiefs' hopes of making the playoffs. I'm not sure if that will allow the Raiders to pull a couple more victories together to get to the playoffs. I'm expecting 28-24 Raiders. Okay, Panthers versus Saints. Panthers are going to lose sooner or later. I don't think it's going to be this week. 35-17. I know that Saints offense is high powering, but if you can just stop them here and there, their defense really can't stop that much at times, and Carolina is playing very well right now. I don't know if Newton deserves the MVP, but Carolina is a legit undefeated team right now, kind of. Eagles versus Patriots. Patriots are gonna, bounce back 28-14. I'm not sure what the Eagles are gonna do to stop Tom Brady, just Tom Brady, because I don't know what the other receivers are doing. Amendola might be hurt. I'm still, I'm waiting for LaFell to have a big game. I don't know when he's gonna do it. I'm expecting Blount to get more carries this game. Colts versus Steelers. Will Big Ben be back? Will he get hurt again? Will Matt Hasselbeck win another game? I don't know. I'm expecting a 24-17 Colts win. It really depends on if Big Ben practices this week. Of course, this video is coming up on Wednesday, so there's plenty of time left. Finally, the Monday night game. Very important. Redskins must win to stay ahead in the division, especially against a division opponent in the Cowboys that just got destroyed by the Panthers. Final score 28-24 Redskins. Maybe they'll make playoffs again, and it'd be extremely funny if it's not with RG3. Thanks for watching as always. If your team isn't doing that well, best of luck next season. As a Miami fan, I know that feeling right now. But if your team is doing well, congrats. If you guys made the playoffs, stay humble. Shoots!